Good morning to Mr. Amin and my fellow classmates. Today I will be presenting to you my research paper, which is the study on how alcohol has an effect on athletes' performance and recovery. As you can see, the research problem here was that lots of the upcoming young college athletes, due to their environment of the university and college, often get sidetracked and start to consume alcohol in parties or clubs, and which this has a big impact on their body in many ways, such as the way they perform in game, and generally it will take them longer to recover from things like gym sessions, training, and games. The aim for this paper is to make athletes and people associated with sports aware of this issue that were discovered, and help athletes perform the best they can at all times. As you can see, these are my research questions I wish to find out. What is the frequency of alcohol intakes of participants? And does alcohol have an effect on performance and recovery on athletes? As you can see, alcohol is a very common substance consumed by almost everyone, and it does have an effect on all the people that consume it. It may not affect you externally, you may not feel anything, you may not see any changes. However, it does have an impact internally within your body. Research done by Luke DeVella and David Cameron Smith shows us that consuming alcohol affects the metabolism rate, which is important to athletes, neural functions, and cardiovascular is also affected because of the alcohol consumed. And these are just the few things that are affected from consuming this substance. The other part that was found was the recommended consumption of alcohol, which was to be around, as you can see, according to the percentage of alcohol within the beverage. So depending on how much the percentage of alcohol is in the beverage, you must judge how much you should be allowed to drink. However, the internet does give us a table or documents that show the percentage and how much you are allowed to drink before you have a great effect on an athlete or the body is affected. The researchers carried out a survey, sending it out to recreational sports players, college athletes, high school athletes, and elite athletes to get a varied response. 25 athletes had taken the survey. There had been three sections. First, the demographic part to get an idea about the participants. Then, the section where researchers found more about the participants' sporting activities and how often they do sports. Finally, the questions about their alcoholism and if they know about the effects, which provided us our findings. The researchers found that most of the athletes consumed alcohol on a regular basis and started from a young age. Most, however, weren't aware of the effects on alcohol on their performance and recovery. This is very worrying, as they should be taking care of their bodies to be playing at their best and training properly with a healthy diet so they can perform the best and train the best they could possibly be. As mentioned before, the aim was to make athletes and young athletes aware of alcohol situations so that they can avoid these issues that come with consuming alcohol. If they see or want to know how to proceed in the future of sports, alcohol is a very big it has a very big impact on these athletes when they should not be consuming it if they want to see a future in sports, because it does have a great impact on their performance and recovery. Some limitations were that researchers could have gotten an equal amount of different level athletes to get a better understanding of how athletes take care of themselves as compared to regular people. And for future notice, the researchers should get a larger sample size so they can get more athletes involved in the research to see a larger change and to see the commitment from these athletes that are following their diets and staying away from these substances that have an effect to them. Here are some of the citations that were used for this article written. Thank you for listening to my presentation on my topic, How Does Alcohol Have an Effect on Athletes' Performance and Recovery? Thank you.